Hey guys, it's your boy Weech. For today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a deeper dive into some of the songs I made and the lyrics. In the last video I made, I talked a lot about like the structure I did and kind of my thought process, but I didn't actually show you guys the lyric side of it. I didn't show you guys what I was thinking, and I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a deeper dive on that. I just want to start off by saying that no, I don't think I'm like an excellent, first tier rapper like Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole or anything like that. But I felt like when I first started, I was in a really bad place. I actually still have like all of my old notebooks with like my rhyme schemes and my raps and things like that. And I laugh when I look at it because I was just doing just basic rapping. There was no punchlines. There wasn't like no main focus. Like it was just like what rhymes with can, man, damn, Sam. I mean, I was that guy. I was that lyrical miracle guy. So I feel like I was able to sort of step up, come into my own power as far as songwriting, and just be able to create something more when I get on a song. And this video is also going to explain more than just songwriting. It's also just going to explain a little bit of like my style as well, which we'll get into that as we start listening to the song. Okay, so this is a song I recently just made called Toxic, and I showed this in my last video as well, so I figured I might as well just do it again and actually do the deeper dive of everything, so let's go ahead and just listen to it.
Shawty, yeah, the options come to me, let's get it poppin'. 300 plus in the bag, don't wanna spend it talking. Money falling out my pockets when you see me walking. I got 3 bitches inside the crib and they all toxic like...
Okay, so the very first line I think is really dope. Shawty, out of options, come to me, let's get it poppin'. So one thing that I can tell you guys is the same way a book is. You need to pique the interest of your audience sort of right from the beginning. So if your first line can be something interesting, something distinct, even just like an idea that makes them kind of go like, huh, like I wonder what that means, like, because, okay, Shawty has no options, come to me, let's get it poppin', right? So Shawty has no options. Like, you're basically already saying that she has nowhere else to go to, so she can come to you, which, if I'm being honest, like the whole point of this song, which I explained a little bit in the other video, is that the energy of this song kind of felt toxic, which is why the song's name is Toxic, which is like all the ideas surrounding this are based on that, is how I was feeling. That line almost insinuates like I'm going to take advantage of this girl, right? And the thing is, if you've heard this song, I don't actually say anything like that, but this first line insinuates that, and I think just that idea alone is very like interesting. Like, what, why would you do that? Why would that, But again, when you hear the rest of the song, I don't ever actually like divulge into what that means. One of the things that I think you guys will understand as you guys kind of progress as your artist journey, that you don't have to say everything the way it is, right? So when I say that, really what I mean is you can say, I went to the bank and I pulled out $10,000, right? And that sentence alone is a flex, right? But when you're on a rap song, is that what you want to say? Jump on the beat, I went to the bank, $10,000 in my hand. I mean, how about I just pulled up with some $2,000 Balenciaga shoes? Like, okay, it's basically the same flex. I mean, because those shoes cost just as much more. I mean, you're adding a little bit more oomph to the other one than you are with the other one. So that's kind of one thing that you guys need to pay attention to as well, is just that there's many different ways to say the same thing. As an artist, you're going to start finding your own ways of saying stuff, whether it's leaving something kind of vague, making a flex, or just directly saying it, One of the biggest differences between you and other artists are going to be things like that. What you're saying and how you're saying it, why you're saying it, and what will be the next lines that come out of it. Okay, the rest of the chorus is 300 plus in the bag, I don't want to spend it talking. So normally when you're just talking, you're not spending money, but the reference in this line is that time is money. So if you are spending your time doing something that's not, getting you more money, you're actually wasting money. So that was the little like two-sided flip on that, like a coin. The next line is money falling out my pockets when you see me walking. And that basically is not like anything super, I mean, that wasn't just like a very IQ rap lyric. I mean, that was just kind of based on the last line about the I don't want to spend money that are like that. Even though I have a lot, I'm still not going to spend my money like that. And then the last line is, I got 3 bitches in the crib, and they're all toxic. So again, the idea when I first heard this song is sort of all this negative energy, and the word that I kind of thought of was toxic. So what better way to end the chorus than with just letting the audience know that you're insinuating that you're in this toxic environment, that this song is going to be toxic, that your thoughts are going to be toxic during the song. So you're basically setting up the stage for that, which is one of the reasons why your chorus really needs to be kind of the strongest, the catchiest part of the song, because it's just going to it's probably going to be the part that the people remember the most of the song, and that's what they're going to hear the most. And again, just by kind of setting that tone in the chorus, the rest of the song, it will sort of kind of deviate from that. So anyways, let's go ahead and keep going.
Got the cream, diamonds, they shine on my teeth. Yeah, I took the bitch for a ride and she came back with a leash. I started whip with no keys, which boy addicted to cheese. She wanna Netflix and chill, I guess I'm watching the Scream.
The next line was, shorty, she like all the cream, diamonds, they shine on my teeth. So cream is just another word for money. I have so much money that I can put diamonds on my teeth. Little Uzi puts a diamond on his forehead. I can put diamonds on my teeth too. So that's, that's a pretty easy line. The next line is, I took the bitch for a ride and she came back with a leash. So this one is just funny. Dogs love riding in the car if you guys have pets. And, the word bitch is a play on dogs anyways. So, I took the girl for a ride. She came back with a leash. She went from just being the bitch to my bitch. Putting a leash on her is, so again, that line is not good. Don't treat women like that. But for purposes of this song, I think that's a pretty dope line to just kind of be able to do that for somebody. Again, in the aspects of this song, radiating that bad energy that I felt, I think that is a very good line of just kind of the kind of person I am in this song. And that's another thing that I think you guys should kind of look into as well, is just when a song makes you feel a certain way, just like an emotional song or something, those feelings that you draw out will be based off that emotion. So I think that these lyrics that came out were drawn off of that emotion of feeling the evil energy of this song. Like, how can I be more evil? So again, I think it's a really good line for the purpose of the song, but don't do that to women. The next line is, I start the whip with no keys, which boy addicted to cheese. So it's funny, I actually have a song called 100 Keys, and on it I say I have 100 keys, but I don't need a single one to drive the Wraith. And basically what that means is that you don't need keys to drive the Wraith, because it's just like a push to start. So this is kind of like just a little throw on to that song, but also, again, it just kind of implies to the more money. And then addicted to cheese is, because in this money I keep making references to money. So again, just kind of putting that idea back into the audience's mind is that, hey, like, I'm all about getting this money by any means necessary, and that's probably more important than women in this song. So anyways, let's continue. The last line is, she wanted a Netflix and chill, I guess I'm watching her Scream. So that line is pretty simple. Obviously, Netflix and chilling usually ends to laying the pipe. And this reference, though, Scream is actually a scary movie where, the people are getting, killed and stuff. So the idea of this bar is just to kind of play a double entendre on that one is, again, we're Netflix and chilling, so I'm about to lay the pipe. But the other one is that, I'm watching her Scream, as in, she might actually be dying like in the movie Scream, But then a third double entendre is just, I might just be murdering the pussy. So it's just a little line, but things like this, whenever your audience listens to it and really kind of thinks about it, is just like, like, I wonder what way the artist could mean it. And again, just kind of leaving stuff vague and leaving like verses open like that, where people can kind of sit on and think about it for a little while. I think that's also something that makes people want to listen to your song again, because it's just like, let me go back to that, because maybe if you heard the song 2 months ago, you might think this way about it, and if you heard it 2 months later, maybe for some reason you'd think about it a different way, because music is just like that. Music, is a feeling, and depending on how you're feeling is how you kind of take that music. So anyways, let's keep going.
Thanks for your input, I don't need advice. I let it hit, but I'm not talking lies. Fuck what you heard, cause I ain't really nice. We popping pills until one of us dies. 0 degrees at the crib, it's all ice. My whip a phantom, so don't be surprised. Walk in the room and you see both the guys. Don't be afraid, it's just one of the guys.
Thanks for the input. I don't need advice. I love the head, but I'm not talking lice. So this is just a funny verse because obviously, lice lives in your head. It feeds off your head and stuff. I love the head, but I'm not talking lice. You know what I'm talking about. I love to get down. So that's just a real funny one-liner. Okay, so the next lines are, fuck what you heard because I ain't really nice. We popping pills until one of us dies. So that first line is basically me just saying that, I'm not as nice as you think I am. And this is actually funny because a lot of times I'll go into Walmart and, old people want to talk to me. I don't know why. Again, this is kind of all the negative feelings of me is kind of again, kind of went into the song and I'm saying, nah, fuck that. I'm not approachable. Don't come talk to me. I'm not nice. And then the second part, we popping pills until one of us dies. This is pretty, just much kind of like an emo line, kind of to a little bit of that toxicity as well. Because I also feel like those negative emotions of being sad and stuff kind of are part of that toxic cycle of you treating people bad, you're treating yourself bad, you're not feeling good, you're not treating people good, so and that we pop pills till one of us dies is basically we're overdosing because of how we're feeling. Okay, and I'm going to say that the last 4 bars of this verse I think are the most badass. 0 degrees at the crib, it's all ice. So this line means a couple of things. The first one is actually talking about ghosts and paranormal shit. So obviously, I don't know if you guys watch any ghost, investigations, any paranormal investigations or things like that. But one of the first signs of an entity being around is how cold a room can get. So that line insinuates that, but also ice is actually talking about jewelry. So if your place is iced out, if something is iced out, it means that there's all this money in there. So this is actually supposed to be a double line, which, to me, that's pretty cool. I love doing shit like that. So I really like that line. My whip a Phantom, so don't be surprised. There's a vehicle out there. It's called a Phantom. It's a very nice, it's a car that a lot of rappers like to use and stuff. And this line, the word phantom actually, again, a double entendre, because one phantom could be the whip and the other phantom is actually in the house. Again, I just talked about how the house is all ice. My whip is a Phantom, so don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if it's got a spirit attached to it, is basically what I'm saying, if it's an actual spirit. Walk in the room and you see poltergeist. So again, this kind of just adds on to that, okay, now I'm actually admitting that yes, the ice, the phantom, then there's a poltergeist living in my house, so it just kind of adds to this, oh shit, so this guy really is filled with toxicity. His environment is all toxic and things like that. And then my last line is, don't be afraid, it's just one of the guys. So at the very end of that verse, I'm tying everything together, and basically what I'm saying is that yes, this is my toxic environment, but don't worry because they're all my friends. That's what the song means. Yeah, okay, and now if we hear the chorus again, basically I explained everything up pretty well, but the last line, I got 3 bitches inside of the crib and they all toxic. So what I'm saying is that all, my environment and stuff like that, these women are probably those spirits. These aren't actually girls, because how sometimes demons can take possessions or sometimes they make you see stuff or whatever. The point of the song, I guess, again, is just kind of to give the audience that idea of crossing that line between reality and illusion. Again, the character that I portray in this song has this negative energy about him, and we don't really know until the end of the song, but now we know it's he's surrounded by poltergeists. Yeah, he's got all this energy has just drawn up to him, and to end the song, 3 bitches inside the crib are all toxic, is just a nail in the coffin. I'm basically telling you right then and there that it's the spirits, and that's what's making me act this way. I know this video is kind of long, but I really wanted to, like I said, go into a deeper dive. With all the information I gave you, I'm hoping that what you get out of it is just that the next time you write a song, primarily when you're in the songwriting process, that you want to develop, an idea of where your song is going to go. I know that the way I did it was a story. Not every song is a story. Sometimes it's all a come up. Sometimes it's all a flex, and that's fine. But I hope that you use some of these points to try and kind of structure those songs a little bit better, a little bit more linear, and not to mention those double entendres. I think are all really good. Whenever you do things like that, like I said, it makes your audience think of you as a better artist just because you're doing things like that. Again, you're not just like saying the, Can Sam shit. You're actually kind of setting up these blocks that connect together, and it just kind of helps develop this bigger picture for whoever's listening to the song. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. If you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more stuff like this, because I actually had a lot of fun making this video. I had a lot of fun showing you guys basically kind of what my song meant from start to finish. But okay, I'll catch you guys later.